What's up, guys? We're reviewing Legend of Korra Book 4. All these years. That's the title of the episode. And all these years means basically we start off. This is 3 years after Book 3. Yeah, 3 years after Book 3. I'm going to get right into the Legend of Korra. If you guys haven't seen it, please go to Nickelodeon.com or download Nick app and you can see it for free, because you ain't gonna see it on TV, because that ship has sailed. Hopefully we get a lot of viewership that it'll go back on TV, because I missed that. I missed the little countdown there. But other than that, let's get right into it. No, I'm gonna get right into it. You don't see Korra at all. You don't see Korra the whole episode until the very end, which is fine. Which is, this video is basically I'm going to be talking about what happens throughout this episode, my good things about it, my bad things about it, just basically my thoughts on this episode, and hopefully you guys seen the episode, maybe a little bit of recap. But yeah, there's no Korra till the very end, which is fine. I absolutely enjoyed this episode overall, because you know what, it's good to have, get to know these, see where all these are characters that we've got introduced in the past seasons, where they're at right now, set up for upcoming conflict. I mean, this is pretty much a setup episode, and just seeing what's going on in today's Avatar universe 3 years after. And I enjoy. Hey, no Korra this episode is fine by me, because we're gonna have a lot of Korra in these upcoming the whole season pretty much. So let's just start off, and find out that Republic City pretty much becomes a tourist attraction with the help of Sami. And what I'm feeling about that is like, damn, they really closed the plot of Book 2 quick, because hey, humans and spirits are pretty much living in harmony, and that's it, done deal, boom. I don't think they're gonna go back to it. So yeah, season 2, whatever, man, you're done. This is it. That conflict, I don't think the writers really knew what they were doing when they brought the spirits in. That whole spirit situation just collapsed. That was the bad, really, kind of. But, and then the other bad is Prince Wu trying to woo Asami, right? Yeah, gotcha. Well, pretty much, we get introduced to Prince Wu, who's going to be taking the throne once Earth Kingdom is basically back intact, because it's in shambles, and a lot of the regions of Earth Kingdom are raided by bandits, which it's Colvera, our newest character, who is a badass, is going to pretty much getting rid of all these bandits and trying to reestablish Earth Kingdom as one nation, reminding you of Lord Ozai. Yeah. Kind of. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a little Lord Ozai and his new character, Colvera. But let's go back to Wu. So Wu, yeah, is supposed to be king once Colvera's done, sweeping up, so to speak. And then we see Mako, and Mako is pretty much Wu's bodyguard. Mako's Mako. I really never really liked the character, which is a shame. I think the writers handled his character poorly. Don't like the look. I think his look looked way better in the past seasons. But yeah, Mako's Mako. He's pretty much is a bodyguard to Prince Wu for now. He thinks that after Prince Wu pretty much takes his throne, that Mako will be able to go back to being a detective. Not the case that we find out later on in the episode, where pretty much the mayor tells him, no, you're gonna, Lin tells him, no, you're pretty much going to stay as Wu's bodyguard, which is because Wu loves Mako. There's some pairing wars going on here. Wu and Mako. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. So before we get into Bolin, because everybody wants to know what's with Bolin, let's get into Kai and Opal. And of course, Opal is the daughter of what's her name? Lin's sister's. I'm just gonna say Lin's sister's daughter. I know her name. It's in the morning. Come on. Well, anyway, so Opal and Kai are basically they're superheroes. They're superheroes in this episode. I gotta say, they're superheroes in general. They got this kind of circus kind of suit, where basically, like I said, they had that little squirrel when people when the parachuters come out of the helicopter, the plane or whatever. They're skydiving kind of type deal. That's basically what they are. But so we see this one city getting taken over, getting raided by bandits, and they just have nothing. They don't have food. They don't have supplies. And Opal and Kai are there to help. And I guess the airbending people are kind of thinning out because everybody's everywhere. Tenzin's at Republic City, and a lot of people are just doing their own thing. So Tenzin sent them to help out that one city. So it's just two people against a lot of bandits, and of course the mayor of that city or his governor or whatever just is not happy about that. But Opal and Kai take out the bandits, and they're trying to figure out how to supply the city with supplies or wait for our newest character. Well, she was there for a little bit in season 3. Colvera, man, I can tell I'm gonna really love this character because this character seems like a badass, and she is. Once you see her take out some bandits, and we find out that Bolin is actually in her army, and Bolin has a good heart. He thinks that, hey, we're pretty much trying to help the Earth regions, regain themselves and be prosper again. Just help people. And Colvera is doing that. Hers is like a gray area. She's helping people. She wants to bring Earth Kingdom back to its rightful, place as, one of the strongest. And just overall, just make Earth Kingdom a powerful nation once again. But she's seeming a little power hungry, and rumors are going throughout that's the case, that she's really power hungry, and she could be an Ozai without the mental problems. Crazy. And then we also find out that Opal's brother is actually engaged to Colvera. Take that how you want to take it. So Colvera basically dispatches the bandits that are trying to raid her train, and they're scared shitless and about to shit their pants. Where Colvera pretty much says, "Hey, I'm not gonna punish you. But you need to pledge loyalty to me and help us regain this great nation." And basically they do, because Colvera's a badass. So Colvera goes to the one city where Opal and Kai are, and of course Opal and Bolin are still together, and their relationship is kind of wobbly because Bolin is working with Colvera, and Opal does not like Colvera because her stance against her mother. And of course her brother, she's not very fond of right now as well, because he's working for Colvera. Everybody who's working for Colvera, Opal doesn't like, basically. So Opal and Bolin's relationship is a little bit rocky, and basically Colvera takes the mayor inside the train, and they negotiate. Basically, she wants full loyalty. She wants in contract basically the city to her, and for that she would service them with food, supplies, and just reestablish the city that's just gone in the gutter. Well, of course, he doesn't want to give it up. He thinks she's power hungry, and basically she tells him, well, you guys are going to die then. But she gives him 1 day, and she gives the contract to Kai to try to convince him. And well, Kai and Opal have this plan to basically go and try to get supplies for the city, but they get raided while they're on their bison. They get raided by a plane comes out of nowhere, and they get raided by a bandit, and they lose all the supplies. So basically, the mayor had to sign a contract, and Colvera takes over that city. It's basically, just finding out the whole overall plan of what Colvera is trying to do, and that's unite all these regions to become one nation, Earth Nation. So, Earth Kingdom, pretty much. So basically, what else do we got? That's about it until the very ending, where we find out that everybody's meeting up at the dock because this warship from the Water Tribe warship comes, and it's Korra's dad that's in there instead of Korra, and everybody's wondering where's Korra at. Well, the dad informs, hey, Korra sent me letters and said she was here like 6 months ago. So Korra's been in Republic City for 6 months. Nobody knows where she's at. She has her little haircut, and we find out she's battling somebody else in like a earthbending contest. Of course, she's trying to regain her mojo because of last season. She's just not the same avatar as she used to be. She's not as strong mentally or physically, and she just gets beaten in this earthbending fight. That's just, it's a contest, and she gets paid for it, and it just seems like she's just trying to work back to her old former self. But she's in a down and outs, and that's where we find out where Korra is. And of course, like I said, she cut her hair. And I liked how the promoters like, "Oh, you remind me of the Avatar." I get that a lot. So, yeah. So basically, that's it. I mean, but overall, if I had to rate this episode, I had to give it an 8 out of 10. I thought it was very good just to get to know, see where all these other characters are at. I think the new character, Wu, not very thrilled about him, but whatever. But Colvera seems like a great villain, and I can't wait. You know what? I can't really even say she's a villain at this point. She's like an anti-hero. She's doing a lot of things for her people, but she's kind of doing it in the wrong ways, where she's really just bullying people. But you know what? I just think there's a gray area with her for now. We'll see where the season takes us. I'm not disappointed that we didn't get to see Korra at all this episode, because we're gonna see Korra throughout the whole episode. So, and then I do like the relationship wise with everybody, how everybody hasn't really seen each other for a while because everybody's doing their own thing. Especially like how Bolin's in the army. That makes it more interesting, because this actually has Bolin has something to do in this season, and basically he is, like we know from last season, he could lava bend, so that's a great gift as well. But yeah, it was not a bad way to start this new season of Book 4. I think this has potential to be the best season of all the seasons, because it's an interesting story, and we got Earthbenders. Earthbenders to me are like Naruto and the Hyugas. They're not shined as much. Well, they're pretty much shined pretty. They're even with, I guess, fire. But you know what? They're just overall just great. It's a great element. There's great characters when it comes to earthbending and earthbenders themselves. And of course, we want to know what happened to Toph. Where's Toph at? Well, we know what happens to Toph, but what does she look like? But overall, great episode. Can't wait for next week. I wish it was back on TV, because I did miss the countdown. Like, coming back from work and just like just being able to watch it on TV. But got to watch it online, and like I said, it's for free on Nickelodeon.com or Nick app. Go watch it, and then just let me know, guys, what you guys think about this episode. Like I said, I give it an 8 out of 10. Can't give it a 9. Can't give it a 10. It wasn't the greatest episode in the world, but it was a really, really good one to set up for this new season. I'm telling you right now, Colvera, I just feel it. I feel like she's going to be a great character. So thank you guys for listening. Please comment and subscribe. I have more videos on the way. And just your overall thoughts on this episode. And Colvera, man, that's all I got to say. Thanks.